You got 24 hours in a day. 8 hours you sleep, and most people work a 9 to 5. So 8 hours you working. Okay, so we had 16 hours. You got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we had 19. Take you an hour to get ready. So we had 20 hours. So you guys cannot spend 4 hours going to about, oh, they lying. Oh, I like this photo. Oh, they faking. Sending photos to other people. Y'all got to get focused. I'm where I'm at because I'm focused. Tunnel vision. I'm focused on what I got to do. Y'all got to have a game plan.
I don't believe there's a person on the planet who pays attention, tries their best, is never lazy, is on time, works hard, has a mentor, and is giving it his all, who isn't rich. I don't believe it. I think that if you do all those things, you're rich. And if you don't have any money, you're missing one of those key elements. Now, you can fool yourself and you can fool everyone else and you can pretend you're doing them. But if you're truly honest with yourself, am I finding people who are trying to teach me what I want to know? And am I trying my best? And the answer is fucking no every time.
I love my space. I love my work. And I love my routine. And for me to break that for somebody, it would just have to be like a really special person that fits into that puzzle and that is supportive of the things I'm doing.
And if I can leave you with anything, I want to leave you with this. Hear me clearly when I say this. There are people who come in your life sometimes to be there for a season. They weren't meant to be there always. Sometimes we find ourselves hooked up with people that we think are there for a lifetime, but they were only supposed to be there for a season. There are people who come in your life like boosters for a rocket. If you ever watch a rocket go into space, the boosters fall off when it reaches a certain altitude. Some people are not equipped to handle the altitudes that you're going to. So don't be afraid when they fall off. They're not bad people. They just couldn't go where you're going.
Remember, loving a girl more than yourself is the most beautiful way you can kill yourself.
You need to understand that that woman you think is so special, that one you really want, she's so special, she ain't special, bro. Get that shit out your head straight away. The more special you think she is, the more you're gonna fuck up when you're talking to her. She ain't special. You're gonna spend your life, instead of becoming rich, instead of becoming strong, instead of becoming smart, you're just gonna fucking run around a mall, approaching girls, gay game. Bullshit's garbage, it's for children.
Imagine this is a portal gun, and I shoot a portal right to your side. Pew! So then a portal opens up right next to you, and out of that portal steps the best version of yourself. The version of you that's done everything you've ever wanted to do. You see them, right? Hold that vision. Now imagine they reach out, take your hand, and pull you through the portal. You get sucked in, and all of a sudden you're hit with a flash of memories, and they show you all of the things that they've done. All of the crazy adventures and experiences that you always find yourself daydreaming about. Future you actually did it. So what do you see? Where are you? What are you doing in these future memories? Do not lose sight of this vision. This person, this higher version of you, and all of these memories are already within you. Only you have the power to go out and make them happen. If you wait for this life, you will not create this life. Begin today.
What do you sell?
Cars.
You sell cars. Okay. How many cars do you sell a month? Average.
4.
So he sells around 24, 25 cars a month. Let me ask you a question. Could you sell 45 cars a month?
Yeah, working on it.
No, but why aren't you? No, watch. See, this is you conforming to society. I've only been doing it 4 months. If somebody grabbed one of your kids and they kidnapped them, and they said, listen to me, and they said they were going to kill him if you didn't sell 50 cars, would you sell 50? Yes or no? You're either going to do it or your kids are going to die. You'd sell 50. You find a way to do it.
Yes, sir.
Why does it take somebody to kidnap his kids? See, what I want you guys to understand is you have something inside of you called drive, and you control it. You control whether it runs hot, you control whether it runs in the middle, or you control whether it runs cold. No one else can control it.
These are 3 things that ruin a man's confidence. Number 1 is OnlyFans, because if you're using OnlyFans, you're quite literally paying a female to message you back and give you attention, and now you're training your brain to think that you'll never be actually worthy of receiving a female's attention. Number 2 is comparing yourself to other men. I used to always walk into a room and start sizing up the other guys and think, well, that guy looks like he has more money than me, but I'm in better shape than him. That guy's girlfriend's not that attractive, so I'm probably have a better dating life than him. And when you're doing this, all you're doing is you're putting yourself in this constant state of lacking and feeling like you have to convince yourself that you're enough. And number 3 is doing anything to avoid other people's attention. I used to avoid experimenting with my style because I would be afraid I was going to stand out and people would notice me. I'd be afraid to approach a girl, not even because I was afraid she was going to reject me, but because I was afraid other people in the vicinity would notice and would be looking at me. Now, I'm not saying to be loud and try to always be the center of attention, but my mindset is it's okay if I get other people's attention. It's okay if I don't. As long as I'm doing things that I want to be doing, I'm all good.
If you want real confidence, the ability to talk to anybody, go up to the girl you like at school, step on a stage and to speak publicly, then you need to get familiar with getting rejected over 1,000 times. And I'm not underestimating it. Not 99 times, 1,000. You need to start realizing that the biggest gift that you have in life is life itself and your ability to interact with others. You get rid of the fear of failure and the fear of rejection, you quite literally become unstoppable. You start doing that by going to the cafe, the beach, the gas station, I don't care what it is. You start to see how fearless you become in expressing yourself to everyone, anywhere that you go.
Daily habit that made me a multimillionaire by the age of 21 is thinking in second order consequences. Let's say you buy a TV. Most people think, should I buy the TV for $2,000? But they're not thinking about the second order consequence, which is when you sink that much money into a TV, then you are gonna feel obliged to use it. And the second order consequence is now you have to actually use the TV. Now you actually have to spend time watching Netflix to make sure you feel like you got your money's worth. And there's many things in your life where you need to consider second order consequences. TikTok, for example, when you download TikTok, like, it's fine, it's just an app. Okay, well, what's the second order consequences? Let's say you get on TikTok and now you can't do all of the other things that you want to in life. So please just understand this concept of second order consequences and implement that every single day into your life.
So a big problem when students try to copy someone else's like exact study approach, like the top gunner students, for example, they end up burning out a lot faster. And it's because they're like spending all of their energy in the wrong way. If, for example, I decided for the next week, I would work out like LeBron James, I even ate the same way as him, I slept just as much as him, I still wouldn't be able to compete in the NBA, right? Yeah, trick question. No shot. Absolutely not. Because I don't have that prior skill set or the prior experience that LeBron James spent the last, 20 years building and working on that he can practice and work out that way. I don't have that foundation. So a better approach is to actually look at what are your current strengths and your current weaknesses and how can you adopt the principles from what they do to fit into your study system so that you can actually improve more quickly.
I'm gonna be honest. Why would God bless us with something if we can't even handle the shit that he's throwing to us to get us there? It's only going to increase. You know what I'm saying? Things are only going to get harder at a certain time period. You're going to have your time period where you enjoy what he gave you, but just know history repeat. You're going to face problems on that level as well.
I remind myself when I do face a hard time and I do face adversity in front of me, there's always going to be a test before a promotion.
For sure.
There will always be a test before a promotion. Even if, no matter what job you work at, your manager might tell you, hey, Chop, I need you to go ahead and knock them dishes out. I know you got a long shift, but knock them dishes out right quick and let me I got you. You know, you be like, man, damn, I just finished my whole shift. Why I got to knock the dishes out? You go knock them out, next day, he might have a raise for you.
For sure.
I'm ready to step up and handle what's in front of me no matter what, at all times, because I know on the other side of any adversity or problem that I could come across, there has to be a promotion. Yeah. There has to be a blessing waiting for.
Imagine this for a moment. If I said, I'm gonna buy you one car that you're gonna own the rest of your life, you don't have to buy this car. I'm gonna buy this car for you. However, you're gonna own this car the rest of your life and there's no other car that you can have other than this one car. Wouldn't you then maintain that car well? Wouldn't you make sure that you rotate the tires, change the oil? If there's any dings in it, you fix the dings. You're always looking after that car. You're washing it, you're vacuuming the inside because it's the one car that's gonna last you the rest of your life. Guess what? That body and that beautiful brain of yours is the only one you get.
At the end of every day, you look yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, did I get better today? If the answer is yes, and you do that for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, how much better are you gonna be? Are you getting better every single day? That's the question. And it's just taking small steps. You don't try to get it all done in one day, in 1 week, in 1 year. It's the process of getting better every day and doing that for a period of years that then create the masterpiece.
Don't quite have $1 billion here, but let me tell you how I spent it. I told you I valued time. First thing I bought, Gulfstream G5. Now, I didn't just buy it. I'm a tech guy. I go online and I'm like looking up Gulfstream G5, email the guy and I'm like, can I do a test flight? First time I'd ever been on a private plane. Oh, sitting there and I'm thinking, oh shit, this could be my plane. So I stacked up some more And I sent him an email saying, done. $40 million, I'll buy it. Biggest online purchase in the history of the internet still to this day was my buying that Gulfstream G5. Why'd I want a plane? Because the most valuable asset you can never own is your time. And the one thing I can do is save time and get to places, and it was fucking amazing.